welcome to Trojan Sports Now. I'm your host, Ryan Renfro, and today we were joined by women's basketball player Claresa Banks. Claresa, thank you so much for coming in and joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now, you can basically all we're going to do is just first we're going to talk about this season, and then we'll get into a little bit about how you started playing basketball, kind of fun questions like that. But first, I got to ask, you guys pretty much just started the season exhibition game. Talk about what it felt like to get back out on the court.
Me being a senior, I felt pretty good. Knowing that we was up against a tough team and more experienced team that we was against, I think we played pretty good, and it was a great feeling to be able to play against that type of competition on the type of non-conference schedule we have. So. Yeah.
Now you mentioned you're a senior. Talk about really quick how you've grown in your years here at Troy.
My years here at Troy, I have grown tremendously, not just on the basketball court, off basketball court as well, knowing that I had the type of coaches that I have. It's been a great experience for me, and it's the best decision I made as far as like choosing a college. So.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of, and that leads me right into a pretty good question. What kind of, you're from Jackson, Mississippi, correct?
Yeah.
What brought you to Troy? Because I know you went and played community college as well.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about your journey, I guess, in the world of basketball and how you landed here in Troy.
Well, I started playing basketball in 8th grade. I didn't start to 8th grade. I was kind of shy. I started off in like a church community like type thing. So I started there, and then I played high school. Went to high school at Forest Hill High School, located in Jackson, Mississippi. Went there for 4 years. Won 2 championships back-to-back my 11th grade year and my 12th grade year. Then I went to a JUCO, Copiah Lincoln in Western Mississippi. Freshman year, it was okay. I was leading scorer there my freshman year. And sophomore year, I had a little more help, so I really didn't need to do more scoring. Mm-hmm. Sophomore year, we won a championship. We won the championship, and I told my ACL, I think it was the last home game of the season. We was 26-0, and we won a championship.
26-0.
Yeah, but I came to Troy because during my last game when I told my ACL, Coach Rigby was there. So, when I told my ACL, she was still talking to me. She never, stopped talking to me. Or, all of the coaches, they just kept, how you doing? Are you still interested? I had, a lot of offers, but they just kept in touch with me, so.
But Coach Rigby was the one that stuck with you the whole way.
Yeah, because she was the one that was at the game when I tore my ACL.
Gotcha. Now you guys have won a Sun Belt Conference championship last season together. Talk about that. What was that like?
I think that was I won championships before, but I think that was the best one I have ever won because during that stretch we lost 6 games in a row, and we never gave up. We never sunk in, started arguing with each other. Nothing that we kept being strong. We just got stronger and stronger. And when the conference championship came, everybody doubted us, and we just had something to prove. And that's why I say it was the best championship I ever won because we had something against everybody. Everybody was after us.
That's awesome. Yeah, and before we get into that, because that is a huge deal, Sun Belt Conference championship. We'll get into this season 2 in a minute. I do want to ask you. Just mentioned that you didn't start playing basketball until you were in the 8th grade.
Yeah.
And why? What took you so long to get to the court?
I don't know. I was just shy. I really didn't do no sports until I was in the 8th grade.
So what brought you to
Well, my mother she don't play basketball. My father he played football. He didn't play basketball. So I really don't know. But out of all my siblings, 4 of us played basketball. The 2 babies. One of them running track, and the other one he not doing anything. But I'm playing basketball here at Troy University. Mm-hmm. My oldest brother he playing basketball at Wiley College in Texas, Marshall, Texas, and my brother that's under me he playing ball at Ozark in Missouri. So.
Wow. Very athletic family.
Yeah, but we don't know where it came from. It just started with us, I guess, because my mother know nothing about sports.
What was it like growing up with? You said 4 brothers and then 1 sister.
4 brothers and 1 sister.
What was it like growing up with 5 different siblings?
It was we used to always fight or whatever. It was it always been competitive with us, knowing that we got 4 brothers in the house and 2 girls. So we used to always be competing against everything we do. So.
So did they know kind of when you first got on the basketball court? Were they like, I think she found her niche. She's pretty good at this game.
Most definitely. I think, like I said, I started in at a church league, and like we was all of us was there. So like they knew then, they knew then, especially my father.
Do they visit Troy at all to come and watch you play?
Well, during the summer, I brought my 2 youngest brothers down here, and my oldest brother, by him being in Texas, he catch the games that we play in Texas. My young brother, Clarence, that go to Ozark, he haven't been to Troy yet, cause he all the way in Missouri. And my sister, she just came to the exhibition game for the first time up in last week.
Gotcha. And that was a Brazilian team, correct? Talk about what was that like to play against that kind of competition? How was that what was that like for you guys?
I think it was a great experience for us, knowing that we have a tough non-conference schedule. It was like a good opening for the season. I'm glad that we played against an experienced team instead of like a D2 school like we knew we would be. So I think it was a great experience for us, knowing that we have Tennessee, Villanova, and all of them coming up.
Right, and the first game of the season coming up, Auburn. Talk about how excited you are to take the court over there.
Well, me personally, I just want this season to be more memorable than anything, knowing that this is my last season here, and us taking on a SEC school for our first game. I wanted to be memorable, so, and I want to make history here at Troy.
Let's just kind of like let's take a look at that for a minute. Like, you're a senior guard here on this Trojan team. What's it going to be like when you take the court for the first time in your final season here?
I'm just focused. Like I have to be focused, and I have to be a leader for my teammates as well. Knowing that we have 7 seniors, like if all of us stay focused, I believe we can be something.
7 seniors on this team. That's a pretty good leadership on a basketball team. Talk about how you guys have kind of grown together over the years and how you guys have bonded so far this season.
So for this season, this is our first game, first game that we'll all be like together. We've been bonding pretty good, and I think it's better than last year. So I think this is gonna be pretty good.
Better than last year?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's good to hear from a Trojan fan perspective. Talk about, that leads right into the question. What have you guys kind of improved on from, last year's Sun Belt Conference championship team to this year's team?
Last year, we only had 1 senior, so she was just like the main one that was like always. Knowing that we got 7 seniors, all got different perspectives on things, I think that's bring like a more advantage to us, so we know what to expect. We were just depending on one person. Now we got 7 people, and the younger people that's coming up got somebody to look up to, not just one person, but somebody individual.
Yeah. So Ashley Beverly Kelly is that one person that you're talking about.
Yes.
ABK, talk about you guys. Obviously, she's graduated, she's moved on and gone, but I think it's really interesting that you just mentioned you got 7 seniors that have really kind of filled the void and are taking leadership roles as a team. How is that going to benefit, having 7 seniors on the team? How is that going to benefit the team this season?
Like I said, it's going to benefit in many ways. Like, everybody going to have their bad day. Knowing that we got 7 experienced players that know what's going on, know how to play the game, it's going to be an advantage to us. And knowing that, everybody going to be coming after us each and every game, and if every senior step up, every other day or whenever it's time, we're going to be pretty good.
Now we're going to get into some I call them the fun questions. I like to end each interview with some simple fun questions. And my first one for you, before any game, what's your favorite food? What's the favorite food that you like to eat before a game?
Well, during home games, they always feed us the chicken breast with the pasta and the garlic bread. So I'm about used to that.
That sounds pretty good. So y'all have that before every home game?
Not. Sometimes they switch it up, but pretty much before every home game.
That sounds pretty delicious.
Yeah.
What about your favorite music that you listen to? Genre music? You have a favorite artist or anything?
I like Rich Homie Quan. He kind of put me in the mood, and then if I want to go R&B, soft music, I listen to August Alsina just for set the mood. It depending on what's the game plan like. Do I need to be calm going in a game? Or I need to be all the way up there. So
what's it like? That's kind of an interesting point. What's it like for you have the headphones in and you're taking the court? Talk about the hype that comes with that. Just simply having your headphones in, music going, crowd around you just before the game. you're about to take the court. How exciting is that?
For me, I can't speak for everybody, but for me, that I really don't need music, but it's a boost for me. Like, I can just go in the gym with like nothing playing, and I already have my mindset, and I can just be doing like this. Everybody like, "What you doing, CB?" I'm like, D. They were like, "What you doing, CB? You already turned." I'm like, "Yeah, I gotta be focused."
Oh yeah. Well, CB, thank you so much for coming and joining us today.
Thank you for having me here.
And good luck to you guys and the rest of the Trojan team this season. Thank you for tuning in as well. Be sure to stay up to date on all Trojan sports on Troy Trojan Vision Nightly News. Have a great day and go Trojans.